How have you guys been since last week?
I've been great, man. How have you been?
Dude, I've been awesome, dude. Awesome. I picked up snowboarding.
For real?
Yeah.
Is that where this beanie came from?
I mean, I'm just trying to. I always want to be ready for the slopes.
Okay. Got you. Can you do
Makes
any
sense.
tricks? Are you doing shit like that? Or?
Yeah, I could do back nasal 180s. I can do pop shove at 360s off of a slope though. Like
Black
I can do it all.
diamonds?
Triples. Yeah.
Triple black diamonds.
Yeah, I'm doing triples.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Man.
On dude, snowboard. Like, here's what happened. Last episode, I left. I sat in my car and I said I want to do something exciting. So I drove up to Vermont as north as I could, and I've been up there since right now.
Okay. You just got back.
Yeah, I just got back like an hour ago.
Is that why you were late?
Yeah, dude. The slopes, mega blizzard coming up there off of Hurricane Ian.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah.
Crazy
The
left
winds are
turn
nuts.
there.
The winds are nuts, dude. Like 120.
Your life-
It's a Cat 3. It's Cat 3.
Your life took a fucking nasty left turn.
Yeah,
You
like
were
these
so
hurricanes.
cool.
Yeah.
A sick,
Yeah,
nasty left turn.
Yeah. But hey, I just want to say, everybody needs to find their passion in life, man. Okay? It's going to change. Maybe the slopes is what you need to be. I know the slopes have really inspired me, but let's have a great episode, guys.
All right.
Totally. What would you say is like your favorite snowboarding move to do?
Probably
Like, what's your favorite?
the back nasal 180.
What does that entail? What is
So
the
that
back
entails
nasal?
coming down a 45-degree angle monster slope.
Okay.
And then right when you get to the bottom, you need to push all your weight to the top of the board, to the nose of the board. And that's when you're going to hit that mega rail and come in sweet.
The nose, that's where the nasal comes in. It's
That's
the nose of the
nasal.
board.
And the 180 is a little back shift that you got to do. With
Okay.
It's
I
all,
don't know anything.
It's all
I don't know
torque.
anything about snowboarding.
I'm new to it
I don't
too.
know anything
but
about it,
My
but
instructors were telling me I picked it up quick.
Yeah, it sounds like you picked it up faster than any human being ever has before.
I
That's
know,
what
it's
it
only
sounds
been a
like.
week. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible. I had a terrible week. An absolutely abysmal week.
Oh no.
First of all, my foot started to turn green, and I can't feel it. And my toes are starting to get a little bit decayed. Okay.
So gout.
Sounds fine.
So
This
gout-
sounds like no big deal.
Sounds like a bit of
You'll make it.
Well,
You'll be fine.
my doctor said as long as it doesn't smell yet, then you're good.
Well, does it smell?
Okay, good. Does it?
Well, that's what I said to him. I said, well, doc, isn't smell relative? And he goes, well, I'm not going to smell it. Okay. So I smelt it, and he's like, okay, and? I said, like, I don't know, kind of cheesy.
Like an almost to expiration date packet of feta cheese.
Yes. Yeah. Well, because feta cheese already smells kind of rotten,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It is in the blue cheese like family as far as how it's prepared.
Well, it's actually kind of what my foot looks like. It kind of
Feta
looks
cheese?
like blue cheese.
Okay.
Well, okay. Well, I followed you to the mountains. Okay.
Oh,
You came
here
to
it
the
is.
slopes?
Here it goes.
No, you
Here
did
it
not.
goes.
I
You did
followed-
not come to the slopes. Dude.
I followed you there. I acted surprised when you said you were snowboarding, but honestly, I followed you to the mountains, and I didn't have proper socks or boots.
Did you try to come and find the answer for your green, almost rotten, decapitated toe on the slopes?
Well, my suspicion is that it's frostbite.
So
okay.
you got it before you got to the mountain? What?
I think what you're missing here is that frostbite happens from cold feet.
So you were. So wait, where were you cold with no shoes on and no socks, no protection?
At the mountains when I followed you there.
Oh, so on the way to the mountains is when you got the frostbite, huh?
Guys, welcome to Bromingo, episode
Yes.
53.
53, baby. Speaking of cold feet, I took what we said last week to heart. I stopped having cold feet.
Okay.
I warmed those puppies up quick.
All right.
And in this past week for me has been big. I got married.
Oh,
Dude,
congratulations.
congratulations. What was your song? What was
married.
your first dance?
Our
Congrats,
first song was that song from the Adam Sandler movie Wedding Singer.
Okay.
When he sings like, I'll even let you hold the remote control.
Nice,
You know
nice,
that one?
yeah.
You know that one?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We
Yeah,
danced to
that's
that.
beautiful.
Actually, now that I think about it, that was my cousin's first song at her wedding, her
Wow.
first wedding.
Well, how did she feel
Yeah.
about that? That you stole her song?
Well, she didn't know I was going to do it until we already started dancing.
Okay.
And then she kind of stormed out, but I haven't talked to her since, but I'm sure she's fine.
That could have been about anything.
Yeah.
It
don't
literally
sweat
could have been about anything. Like, there's no need to think that was about the song. Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm happy you found love. Mike, I'm happy
Yeah.
you found another hobby.
Slopes.
And as for me, I'm hopeful about the foot.
Yeah, you should be stay positive because
Yeah.
that mental game, if you win that, then the physical game will come after.
Maybe,
Yes.
just maybe we'll find it when we start this episode of 53 of Bromingo.
Maybe. You know what? Let's not wait any longer. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to our show. We're ready to go. It's a brand new podcast episode. It's Bromingo.
Welcome to Bromingo, episode 53. Thank you for tuning in. You can call us at 512-766-4646, a.k.a. 51 Bromingo. Okay? And that's where we can give you advice. You can give us a comment on the show. It's just a way for you to participate in this show that you're watching now. VIPs for the week are Steven. Thank you, Steven. You're there since day one. We appreciate that. Bill Sr., our group dad.
Hello, Senior.
And our homie Fuck.
What's up, Fuck?
What is up, Fuck?
Fuck Billy Broder. Fuck Billy Broder.
Yep.
So
Come on.
During that theme, I gave a little fist pump, and it reminded me of something that I like to do in Providence in the middle of the night. Saturdays or Fridays are best. That's when the nightlife is walking around. The night owls.
Oh, yeah.
I like to roll down my windows and blast the dance remix of Total Eclipse of the Heart. And when I say I have never once been denied a fist pump back, I mean it. I swear to God, Providence loves this song, dude.
It's true.
I go like this. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little.
I want to do it right now. I'm having a hard time not doing it for you right now.
That's right. It's contagious. It's contagious.
Great.
So I want to advise every one of our listeners today, whatever city you're in, take this and live in your city.
Dude.
Heal your city with the Total Eclipse of the Heart dance remix. That's free pub right there. We don't do that. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Drive to the most impoverished neighborhood in your city.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Blast this song as loud as you can with the windows open and see who will fist pump you back.
Yeah.
They love
Please.
it. They love it.
Dude,
Bring some joy to the people.
Dude, speaking of Providence and late nights, you know what we used to do all the time? Billy, you too, maybe you, Nate, Pokemon Go. Remember
Yep.
that?
Yeah.
I clearly
Yeah,
have
yeah.
memories of being out in Providence, walking the streets at 3:30 in the morning and doing Pokemon Go, surrounded by
Yes.
homeless people yelling at us.
I got
I
cussed out with
just-
homophobic
Yeah.
slurs one time for doing Pokemon Go in broad daylight.
And just like an 80s movie, we ended it at 5 a.m. At least I did with my crew at the Warwick Airport, watching the planes go over, still playing
That's
Pokemon
lit.
Go. I did it a couple times. Me and Blake did it once. He used to take Vicky's food, the orders that didn't go through.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, that used to be so bomb.
Oh, yeah.
That's fire. That's fire. I remember some scary Pokemon Go moments with Aiden. Aiden and I saw there was a rare Pokemon. I can't remember what it was. It was one of the purple fuckers. It was
Okay.
like a purple Pokemon. I distinctly remember it being that color. And we saw that it was down this road that neither of us had ever been down before on the way to Seekonk.
Yep.
Like up when you're kind of in the Rehoboth area.
Yeah.
And we go down this road, bro, and I swear to God, it was one of the scariest looking places I've ever seen in my life. It was just like it looked like an antebellum South like plantation home with the big front porch wrap around.
I
And
want to go find it now, dude.
it was totally like, it didn't look, people probably lived there, but it looked ransacked. Like, because it just looked like nobody lived there because it was dark and spooky.
Okay.
And then we're like not even comfortable getting out. We're like, we don't even want to get out of the car. And then all of a sudden we start hearing like dogs, like loud, close by.
Oh my God.
dogs.
And this is
And
in
we just-
Rehoboth?
We fucked out of there so fast. We got the absolute fuck out of there. That's the closest to a scary. I didn't play a ton of Pokemon Go. I also remember one time driving around. This is right at the beginning of Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
We're driving around trying to play, and we see. So when you'd be playing and you'd see strangers obviously also playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And
It
it
was
was like,
communal.
oh, I have to talk to these people
Yeah.
and see what they've got, like what they've got around here.
Yeah.
We pull over, we stop my truck, we roll the window down, and we're like, yo, what team are you guys? Like, what color are you guys? And the kids that turn around are no older than like 11 years old. And they start going like yellow team. And we're like, okay, cool. See you later. We're like, oh, we cannot be talking to little kids.
And
See
also,
if
we were
on the
Team
same-
Mystic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We were all
Team
Team
Mystic.
Mystic.
Yeah, we were all Team Mystic. Yeah.
So yeah, that's also a big
dude.
thing.
And we had your mom's old Toyota, and we would fly, dude. Fly down these
Dude.
Barrington, Rhode Island streets, pew, pew, like trying to get to these spots.
a
dude.
massive SUV, like the biggest one Toyota made.
Dude. And I'm just eating Chinese food in the passenger seat, and we're like, yeah, we gotta go here.
The placement of Pokemon gyms was it was the gyms, right? That they put all over the place.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny because I remember when it started, you would go and park outside of people's houses and they would call the fucking cops on you.
Yeah, dude,
Because
yeah.
they had no idea.
That
The
happened.
cops would come and be like, hey, we know there's a gym here, but you can't hang around here. You got to leave. Like they knew. They knew exactly what it was.
Well, a lot of people hated this game.
yeah. Dude,
Like I said,
yeah.
I got
loved
cussed out in Providence just for playing it.
Yeah.
I loved it, dude. I just remember, like, dude, walking in the streets at 4 a.m. for literally nothing from my phone, and like, there's a bunch of people doing it. You felt safe for a little bit until you started walking back, and then there's a lady with a red suitcase being like, "Take my luggage, take my luggage." That was kind of sick.
Did you take it?
No, I just kind of said, "Get out of here, lady."
No, I'm Team Mystic. I'm Team
I'm
Mystic.
Team Mystic. Yeah. Oh, dude, so much fun. Scary at the same time.
So speaking of city pedestrians, I had an idea for the show. All right, and I want to brainstorm this live on air, okay?
Cool.
I want to do Bromingo on the street. Okay?
Let's do it.
I love man on the street comedy.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's so much fun. I see it online all the time, and I'm like, I'm jealous. I want to do it myself. So I think that we, in the near future, we invest in some lapel mics, or some lower key recording gear, right? Because I have been stopped by the police recording in public before, especially in cities, because they don't like that a lot of times.
No, yeah.
So you have to be a little bit low key about it. But I would love to get some strangers on the show, who don't know about the show,
Totally.
which might be hard to find.
Yeah.
Might be hard to find people who don't know the show. But I'm convinced that we can.
We can scrape some people up that aren't as online as the rest of us.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we use their ignorance to our advantage.
Yep. We fucking roll with it. Yeah, I'm down for that. That's a good idea.
What sort of things do you think that we should ask these people? Like what? Do you guys have ideas for bits or anything? Like off the top of your head?
I think the funniest thing to start with is just asking people what their thoughts on Bromingo are and letting them pontificate on a show that they've never heard of. You know what I mean?
Yes, we got to pitch it to them like, oh, of course you've heard of this massive show. What do you think about it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
And we can
People will pretend to know.
yes, and we can pitch it like we're controversial and like there's outrage over us, so that way some people will be like, yeah, fuck Bromingo.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
some
that's
people
what we
will.
want.
Some people will.
Yeah,
That's lit. That's a good
that's
idea.
the key demographic. Part
Yeah,
of it, at least.
absolutely. I like that idea. Mike,
I say we go for it. I'm down to do it like within the next couple weeks.
Yeah, dude.
I
Because
mean,
we can just start with our phones.
yeah, we can
too.
bare bones it with our phones.
Yeah. Just to start.
True. Yeah, we can see how it works out.
And then we'll invest in the lapel mics. I would love lapel mics anyway, so I would go in on those. Not to truly hash out the logistics of it on screen, but I'm down. I'm fully willing to throw for that.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, based on the funds in our Anchor account, we could afford like an eighth of one.
An eighth of one lapel
An eighth
mic,
of
no
one
batteries.
microphone?
Yeah.
But that means I'm back to paying for Zoom Premium.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We got to
right.
make some like good decisions here. Logistics needed,
Yeah. But hey, I mean, this is why we get together to record episodes, so we can figure out how to do the show.
Yeah.
Totally.
And the
right,
audience
totally.
is coming along with us. You're coming along with us, everybody.
Well, if we're peeling the curtain back a little bit, I'd just also like to explain that this green screen that I use,
Yeah.
it usually takes me about a week to fold it back up again after every episode. It takes about 6 or 7 days of desperately trying to get it back folded. I honestly might film myself next time just so you can see how much I struggle.
Does it conform back into a circle, a small circle?
Yeah, I'm getting better at it, but it's just like it's just
twist.
hard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you got it's a fluid motion, and if you don't
Okay.
get it all at once, you're fucked. There's
Yes.
no redeeming it.
So, and speaking of peeling back the curtain, let's just keep it going. Something that was brought up in our group chat, and while I was at work, and I couldn't really tune in to it because I'm sales. I'm a salesman, guys. Okay, it's very very important, man. I gotta make that commish. All right, so I can afford Zoom Premium slash the 7/8 of a lapel mic that we're missing.
Yeah, that we have left. Yeah.
So you guys both seem fairly confident, right? Or maybe it was mostly Mike, that you can drink an entire 30 rack of light beer, Bud Light to be specific.
Oh no, that was all me. That was
all you.
That was all me. Yeah, I
Okay.
brought that to the table. Long story short, a challenge was brought to me.
Okay.
Some believe that I could not drink a 30-pack of Bud Light. Blake being one of them.
Yeah, I don't think you can, dude. I don't think you drink enough on a regular basis.
True. And yes, I am a lightweight. But the problem here for all the haters is that I have stamina like none other. I can go. I can stay on my feet as drunk as I get. It's true. I have video documentation, stories, writing, text, everything. I can prove it.
I just didn't think you could do it in 7 hours because it would kill any mortal man.
The hours that I had to do this in was and I put this on myself. I put the time restraint. Yeah,
self-imposed.
I put the time restraint. I was
absolutely.
like, I bet I can drink that 30 rack in 7 hours, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. I was like, easily I can. And here's the thing, folks. I think I can do this. I know I can. I've done a 12-pack before and half a bottle of whatever you want to call it.
That matters. That matters. Diet Coke?
Where is it? Where is it?
Bacardi?
No.
What kind of liquor?
Captain Morgan.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was rocked. All right. And I'm not trying to boast about, being a big drinker. I'm not. I'm a lightweight. All I'm saying is that I think I can do it because Bud Light is practically water. No hate, Bud Light. It's good beer. But
I think you will.
It's a light beer.
I think that you will tap out once you start feeling sick.
Well, I could have, but I looked into it more, or rather you guys did actually.
Yeah, there's a such thing online, and I suggest everyone does this when they go out for a night drinking, called a blood alcohol calculator.
Yeah.
And when we all did the calculations with our body weights and the amount of alcohol drank, the percentage of that alcohol, and the time that it's consumed in, and we all turned out dead.
Yeah, so
all of us died.
Essentially, even if I wanted to do that challenge, which I still want to do, I can't because I would die. There's a high probability of death.
I have driven someone around for an entire day while they drank a 30-pack before.
Okay.
That's an entire day, though. This is a challenge.
They did it over the course of a day, and they barely did it, and they drank a lot leading up to it. They were already a heavy drinker. So I just don't see how you could expect to do it not over the course of an entire day.
I just got a feeling. 30 beers, 7 hours, dude. Starring James Franco.
No, but we calculated it. You can't do it.
I know, and I'm not going to. It's just know that if I could and if I wouldn't die, I would do the challenge, and I'm highly confident that I would succeed.
But it's irrelevant that you would do it if you could, because you can't.
I know, and I'm not going to, but I'm just saying. Yeah, of course, there's a high probability of death, and it won't happen. But if it could happen, I think I could do it.
I will reiterate what I just said. There is no if it could happen. It can't happen.
Hey, guys.
No, because I would die. But what I'm saying is in some alternate universe, I think I could do this.
If I could theoretically grow gills and live underwater, then I'm convinced that I could live underwater. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that is what you're saying. If I could sprout
wings,
is
that good or is that bad? I don't know.
It's bad, Mike, because I want to see you actually try this under like some parameters that are possible. I want to see you try and drink a 30-pack in 20 hours. You know what I mean? That'd be interesting.
That's
Maybe
just
8 a.m. to 12 p.m.
12 a.m.
12. Yes, thank you. 12 a.m.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much a whole. Yeah, it's pretty much a whole day.
You get up in the morning, you start drinking for breakfast.
I'll
and
try.
By midnight, I think
I'm not going to do it for nothing though. We'll have to tape it or something.
Yeah, we'll tape
it.
We'll
thing.
tape it.
I'll document it, dude.
My
short film.
I'm your star. I'm your star, dude.
As long as I don't die before this happens, then I won't have regrets.
When I did it for this friend of mine, it was Marathon Monday, and they were calling it a marathon that they were running. But I think they might have been. Yeah, no, they did the whole 30-pack, I think.
How many miles in a marathon?
26.
26
so they
beers?
They might have done 26. I don't remember.
Just like,
I remember they hit like 24 and they weren't there anymore.
Yeah.
Like they stopped being around. They were just gone.
That's not a fun or okay level of drunk.
Yeah. not to be the
No,
fun
it
police,
wasn't.
but don't ever
hit-
drink 30 beers. Like,
No, yeah, you
don't,
hit,
yeah,
like-
just in general, don't do this.
You hit like 23 beers and you stop remembering to go somewhere else to pee.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like you just like when you got to pee, it's out and it's happening.
Yeah,
Exactly.
try not to get blackout too much.
That's how you end up in a jail cell, in a
Yeah,
holding
yeah.
cell.
Facts,
Not good.
facts.
Well, I'm glad we came full circle to kind of a better, a more endearing thing to say about drinking 30 beers in a day.
I remember telling my dad that I had driven someone around while they drank a 30 pack, and he did that classic dad thing where he's like, "Oh, we used to get a 30 pack every night. We used to slam 30 packs every Saturday. You get a 24 pack, and you're like, damn, I need another one. Let me go out and get another 24 pack. 48 beers down there. I drank 100 beers one night."
I had an English teacher in high school once tell me, like, "Oh yeah, back in the day, Mikey." He's calling me Mikey. Nobody really calls me Mikey, bro. It was a little weird. He would be like, "Yeah, back in the day, me and my boys would come in with our leather jackets to another one bites the dust, and we'd blow open those bar doors, and nobody would mess with us." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, great, awesome." And I pictured that song and just a 50-year-old man, pretty much.
Was this Mr. Harris?
No,
Who was this?
This is Mr. Koss.
Oh,
dude.
What a legend.
Absolute legend.
Absolute legend, dude. Absolute legend.
One of the best postures I've ever seen in my life.
Straightest back.
The
ever.
best posture I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The straightest back I've ever seen.
He was the man.
He was awesome.
A graduate of an
Allman Brothers Band.
An alumnus of UPenn is what I was trying to say.
Oh.
Same as Mr. Harris, no?
No
Yep.
way. What if they're the same
No,
person,
was
just
he?
in alternate universes?
What college did Trump go to? That's the one that it was. I think that's UPenn. It's an Ivy League, right?
If they all went to UPenn, it would make so much sense, and we should just burn the school to the ground.
I know a guy at UPenn now who really likes it.
Okay. All right. Well,
I hear it's a great school.
That's one
I hear
out of
it's a good
four.
school. It's a school for it's a school for like smart rich kids usually.
Smart rich kids.
Okay.
I went to a school for dumb rich kids, which I don't recommend for anyone.
Yeah, if you can avoid it for your
anyone.
child, if you have the funds and the necessary
If you
placement.
if you could just assist your kid in choosing a school, just make sure that they are like prevalent and aware of the fact that. Wait, I think I misused prevalent, but that doesn't
No,
matter.
remember
Just
the
make sure that they're
formula.
aware.
Smart, rich, and dumb rich do not equal the same. They're two very
Not the
different
same.
things.
Yes.
Not the same. Yeah. Because dumb rich is tough. Because smart rich is already like borderline mentally challenged. A smart rich person is borderline like below the IQ level of 60. Never mind,
Smart people are kind of lame sometimes.
Sometimes they're really fucking fascinating though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
for sure.
But like if you're just hanging out, the last thing you want is like a really smart guy who doesn't have a good social side to him, just to make
It
it
can be a
awkward.
mixed bag, but we need those people in society.
You sound like a bully, Mike. You sound like a bully right now. The last thing you want
like a
around
bully,
is a
bro.
freaking dweeb.
If I run into a nerd, if I run to any nerds out there, we're gonna have an issue. Oh, I get so angry about the nerds. Oh,
Shit,
dude.
sorry.
What do you got going on, Bill?
Yeah, I just got a
calls
text. I
him
didn't
Bill.
realize my phone. I've
I've never heard you call him Bill.
You haven't?
He calls
I've
me
never-
Bill a lot.
No.
Yeah, all the
Yes,
time.
yeah.
Wow.
He's one of the few friends that calls me Bill. I can count on a hand the people that call me Bill, and Blake has always been one of them.
Well, our friend James Bouchard, shout out. I call him Jim a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that became more popular, but it definitely started because he hated it.
Yeah. It was a thing that started because he didn't like it, for sure.
But now I think he's come to love it.
he has come to love it. Yeah.
How do you feel about Bill? Does that
don't
sound like
mind
your
Bill.
dad to you?
It is my dad, but I don't mind it. Here's the thing that I like. I like when over time a friend lands on one of the many nicknames of William that they seem to like the most.
Mm-hmm.
I always like when organically someone picks one that falls in with them. Some people, they call me William, and I'm like, oh, you're going to be one of the William people. Cool.
Okay.
Like it doesn't matter to me as long as it seems like it's coming from an organic place that they've landed on, a special name that they like. I don't mind a Bill, but Bill is my dad and will always be my dad.
Mike calls me Blazer a lot.
I do call him Blazer.
Blazer's good. Blazer's a cool nickname.
Aaron calls me Lu Ming.
Yeah, you'll always be Lu Ming to some.
That one's yep, next.
He's never not. I haven't heard him call me Blake in like
It's
years.
a great name. It's a great name.
Yeah, Lu Ming is a great name.
And I got DJ Blurk.
I'm not familiar
like
with
that
that
one.
one. I'm not
I like
gonna
it.
lie.
DJ
Who calls
Blurk
you
and
that?
Dr. Blurk, that came from
I don't think
the
those are
Mario
real.
Kart tournaments
Oh,
that we used to hold
yeah,
with
yeah,
Ethan
yeah.
Grillo.
Yeah.
And I told a girl on Tinder that one of my nicknames. I listed my nicknames, and I was like, one of them is DJ Blurk, and she goes, "Wait, is your name Blake Blurk?"
That'd be a sick name.
And I said, "I wish." I said, "I wish."
I got a buddy who's gonna name his kid Buster Downs.
no, really?
Buster Down Martins.
Oh, my
That's his name. Buster Down Martins. That's what it
Wait,
is.
so the middle name is Down or Downs?
Down. I said it wrong at first.
Buster
Okay.
Down.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you say something like that, Mike?
Hey, what? I didn't say anything. Oh man, framed.
Phone.
I'm hot in
I've
this
been,
jacket,
Dude,
man.
Dude, I'm sweating in this sweater.
Yeah, I'm sweating like cum and jizz does. I'm fucking
Yeah, dude.
absolutely
Sticky,
dripping
glazed.
sweat right now.
Ugh.
Glazed as fuck.
It's all right though. We're fine. We just started this bitch.
We got these
we're
professional
good.
studio lights.
We did,
Yeah,
dude.
that's lit. It's bright on you
It is
over
lit.
there.
I have a
I gotta
pretty-
get some lights myself.
Hey, for just overhead lighting, you're surprisingly well lit.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's pretty good because we have lights, all throughout our room. It's not just one source of light. There's like a few bulbs across the whole ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, production value. That's the one thing you always count on at Bromingo.
Oh, here's another thing to circle back to a conversation we had last week. My uncle was wondering what the point of having me on the show is.
Oh,
He said,
man.
"What do they need you for?"
Billy, you're the wild card, okay?
You are, dude.
Yeah,
You're the glue.
Yeah.
I'm
Speaking of
the
that-
cowboy. He's the horse.
Hey now, get on
And
me.
you're the bank robber.
Yep.
I'm the revolver, baby.
Yeah.
If anything, I look like the bank robber today. I feel like I just came back from
You
a
do look like the bank robber.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
You do. I think I could get away with robbing a bank.
You do? Okay, what would your strategy be? Smart.
Smart move.
Smart.
Okay. So I put one of these bad Larrys on, right?
Yeah, you
I
put a
just don't- I
mask
don't
on.
want-
Yep.
I put one of these
COVID,
masks on that's super, like no one's gonna suspect me.
Yep, and people
then
in Los
I
Angeles
also-
will be like, he's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good guys, right? He still cares. And then I don't have like a bandana right now, but let's say I wear something like this, right?
Yes.
So right now, all you've got is like this, right?
Yeah, you should appear like an old woman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I'm gonna disguise myself as some sort of older person. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I go in, I do a classic, I slip the note.
Yeah.
I don't say anything. I
Yes,
slip
the note is important.
The money is insured. They give it to me, obviously, right? And here's the really important part is I'll probably drive a couple cities away to do it. I won't do it in LA. Certainly not in the neighborhood I live in LA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would go a couple cities away. And then once I've gotten the money,
Yeah.
beard is gone. I shave the beard.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once the bank robberies happen, I shave the beard, even though they didn't see it.
Dress off, bonnet off.
Yes, dress
Yes,
off,
switch
bonnet
outfits
off.
quick.
I shave in the car.
Yep.
And then I go back into the bank
Yep.
having shaved. And I'm like, what's going on in here? What happened? What happened
Yeah.
in here?
That's
And
smart.
then
Yep.
they tell me about the bank robbery, and I go, okay, well, I just wanted to set up an account. Could I still do that, or is all the money gone? I set an account up in the bank I robbed.
Dude,
That's smart.
genius.
Quick thing. If the cops find the car, they're going to find all your hair in it, right?
They won't find the car though. I'm bringing the car to the junkyard the moment the bank robbery
Gotcha.
is done.
The Brea Tar Pits.
So now,
Yeah,
Right
I dump
into the
it
tar pits.
Yeah, I drive into the tar pits, and that way I make the news on the day of the bank robbery for something else.
and so,
Yep.
yep. And one other thing. What if when you go to open a new account, she says, sir, you just robbed this bank?
You must be mistaken. I wasn't.
Well, you're stuttering now, so
You got to drive up to Humboldt County, dude.
Yeah, for
Humboldt County.
our listeners, I put my hands up in the air like someone who's about to be arrested. For the
Yep.
listeners.
From my
an
understanding,
image.
Humboldt County is basically nothing but weed production. Okay?
Yeah.
So you got to go there. They're stoned out of their minds.
it's
Okay?
like a GTA mission.
They're stoned out of their minds. They don't want any trouble. All they want to do is get home to their family and rip their bong. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Those evil hippies, dude.
so you do that. You stop at the Brea Tar Pits, ditch the car, and then you go back to your place and you immediately order 3 lapel mics.
Yeah, that's the first thing I do with the money.
You pay for
That's the
Zoom
first
Premium
thing
for
I
a
do.
whole year. And you hide the rest in your mattress.
Smart place.
That's funny.
No other large purchases, okay?
Yep.
I learned that from Goodfellas. No large purchases. If your wife starts making large purchases, since we know you're married now.
Yep. Always stir the sauce. Don't stop
Yes.
stirring the sauce either.
Exactly. Become very aggressive. No,
No,
don't do that.
I would never hit a loved one
Of course,
No.
of course.
again.
There was a time. Isn't that crazy that there was a time though where that was like, acceptable? Just beating the shit out of your kids.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's not that far up. I mean, people hit their kids still now.
No,
That
that's
interview
true.
with Sean Connery. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, dude? That was fucked up.
I don't know. We're just talking about his dad hitting him or him getting hit,
No,
or
so
him hitting someone.
This interview resurfaced of Sean Connery. I think it was part of the reason why they were like, cancel James Bond. But this interview came up of Sean Connery where he was like, yeah, if your woman gets out of line, you just got to give her a little nectar every once in a while. It's okay.
Oh yeah, I do vaguely
Oh,
remember
yeah.
this. Yeah, I vaguely
Yeah.
remember
It was
this.
bad. It was
Yeah,
bad.
that's not good.
That's not good. I will say there's a long way to go because that's that's here in our country.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other places, There's a lot of. I wonder what the domestic violence statistics are like in the North Pole.
I mean, those elves are working their ass off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Absolutely.
I'm positive
They
not-
come
they're not-
home. They come home stressed from a day of making model trains.
Yeah.
on a tight schedule.
The new guy jams up the whole Amtrak thing, the whole the whole track to build them. That's
Yeah.
gonna piss off
He
the
goes-
old timers.
He goes home. He's like, everybody's mad at me.
Yeah.
What the fuck sort of dinner is this?
They're
Milk
eating
and
gruel.
cookies again.
Cookies and gruel.
Yeah. Gruel
Cookies
and
and
cookies.
gruel.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the Bromingo Christmas episode sketch?
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
This was heavily touched upon.
Yeah, we touched upon this concept for
It's kinda-
sure.
A couple elves had it,
And
you
one of them
remember,
had
I had sexual feelings.
what is the syndrome where you fall in love with your captor?
You simp.
Oh, that's no, a simp. Yeah, no, it's oh my god, I'm totally blanking. It's based on those. It's based on those hostages that fell in love with their hostage
cuck.
takers. No, you're making it harder to remember.
That's what she said.
I want to say Sennheiser, but that's a type of microphone.
No.
You know.
It's not a microphone. It's oh my god, keep talking while I
Anyway, yeah, we did a Christmas episode. It was
If you
great
know the
fun.
answer to this question, call 512-766-4646.
Or comment below.
Okay, I remember it. You got final guesses. I looked it up. I shouldn't say I remember
Hit us with it.
but
Hit us with it.
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm.
syndrome. Yeah.
Not far from
Stockholm.
Sennheiser.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, dude,
not
how
that far
bad?
from Sennheiser. No,
How
not
bad
that
is
far.
the North Pole? Like, it could be worse.
It.
Christmas is not half bad, man.
So
Everybody knows
you're saying that the abuse of elves is worth it for the joy of Christmas. Is that what you're saying on this episode, Michael? Is that your take?
I feel like you put words in my mouth.
None of us know for
I'm about to
sure
brawl.
how abusive Santa is.
True.
We can't confirm or deny. I should say
Never
that my
seen
uncle,
him. How are we supposed to know it? I've never seen the guy. Sure, we see all these drawings.
He's
in
from a
these
generation
movies.
with different standards.
He's like a
Sean Connery.
356-year-old magician. That's all Santa is.
Has Sean Connery ever played Santa? That's an important question.
Ooh, very
The
important
well-
question. Sean Connery Santa. Let me
We'll
look
have to
that up
ask
real
Mrs.
quick.
Claus.
The divorce clause.
Yeah,
Santa
divorce
Claus 4,
clause.
the divorce clause.
Yeah.
Dude,
Santa should get 60% of all your elves.
no Santa Claus roles, but a lot of photoshops of Sean Connery as Santa come up.
Okay.
When you look it up. We should flash a couple of those up on the screen.
I
right now.
absolutely will.
They're pretty
Sure,
funny.
yeah.
I'll send you a link to those. That is so funny. I'm wondering if global catastrophe struck
Yeah.
today and your environment that you're currently in became uninhabitable. What is your goal? What is your plan to escape that environment? If you had to get out of New England as soon as you could.
So this is my thing. I think about this a lot. Like, if there was like an event like that, no one's getting anywhere because everyone's going to try and leave. I say shelter in place. I say shelter in place and immediately just come up with a game plan to stay where you are and live where you are, survive where you are. But what is a catastrophe? That matters, because if it's a flood, that's not really an option.
Right.
Zombie apocalypse? Yes. Nuclear blast? Possibly. They say to do that if it's a nuclear blast. Get away from the windows, shelter in place. Stay. The first 3 days of a nuclear blast, what you do is the most important. This is real. This is real.
It's hard to not shelter in place when you've been evaporated into the wall. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's great.
It's hard
really,
to leave somewhere.
Yeah. It's crazy when you go from
become dust.
human.
Well, look at the folks of Pompeii. They're still sheltering in place.
They are sheltering in place right now. Yeah, that's interesting. That's a good point.
Yeah, but no, I think that rule applies to people who are like far enough away that they might be able to survive. You know what I'm saying?
But then the issue is like, then the cancer waves start coming in. All the radiation starts pouring in.
Hey, what I'm saying is I'm going to give it a solid. I'm going to give it a college try. Okay.
Yeah,
The radiation is going to get you regardless.
Yeah, fair enough. They tell you to shelter in place, but who's to say they're not saying that just so you don't cause more pandemonium trying to leave?
Right, like when they used to tell kids to hide under their desk from a nuke.
If it was though a leavable catastrophe, I'll tell you this: I'm filling up the Ford Edge, and I'm hitting it north easily. I'm not going to follow road. Like I'll follow highways until they get jammed, and then I'll find dirt paths, and I'll just go. I'm very confident. And if it's a catastrophe where I can leave and it's zombies, just that's it for the zombies.
You're taking them out.
You're taking them out.
They got to go.
With what?
My car. I've never shot a gun, but I'll probably have to get a gun.
Okay. Well, you think Bass Pro Shop's going to be open during this?
If they are, I'll get a bow and arrow. I'd much rather have a bow and arrow than a gun.
That's silly.
It's going to take a lot of practice to get good at a bow and arrow.
Who knows that I haven't been practicing secretly for my whole life to prepare for a zombie apocalypse?
Well, you've been spending a lot of time snowboarding, so I imagine you haven't had a ton of
snowboarding's new. Snowboarding's new.
Hey, I want to know how your uncle feels about this dark turn this episode took.
Yeah.
Well, he just texted me. He must be listening to the Would You Rather episode.
Okay.
Brominglers,
Nice.
go back and listen to our Would You Rather episode. A lot of great stuff in there. But he must be listening to that one because he just texted me, would you rather a big pustules boil on the inside of your leg you can't get rid of, or putting rubbing alcohol on hemorrhoids? That's word for word what he said. I'm going to go for I think I'm going to go for the rubbing alcohol.
Same.
Personally, because I don't want a boil that I can never get rid of. That sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Same. Yeah, I'm going to go with that because I feel like that's maybe a good idea.
Sanitize it?
Yeah, it might just be good in the long run, right?
Yeah.
It may take care of it. Who knows? I've never put rubbing alcohol on a hemorrhoid.
Man.
Me neither.
I had a coworker call out recently because of a boil on the inside of their leg.
Do this just before we end. I just feel like this would be good to get out of the way now. That way, if we ever need it in the future. I would like to apologize for some of my comments in the last Bromingo episodes. They were thoughtless and they were not coming from a malignant or evil place. I just didn't realize what it was that I was getting at. I just chalk it up to innocence and a lack of understanding of the world that I live in. So thank you all for being so lenient and kind and giving me this opportunity to grow and to change and for the better. And ultimately, I just want to say how much I love the fans of this show and how much they've meant to me. And I'll never, ever do that again. Thank you.
You wanna try that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone should do one. I feel like everyone should do one
Just in case.
Okay.
Just in case.
And we'll file these away for later. We're never going to need them. We're never
Right.
going to need them,
Yeah, we're
but
good.
maybe we,
But-
just in case we do.
Do you
Yes.
want to go next? Or you want me to?
You should go next.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Mike here from Bromingo. I didn't mean anything I really said by that. I could have been a little drunk. I could have smoked a little jazz cabbage, if you know what I mean. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? But just know that I'm ignorant. I'm an ignorant bastard. So we'll be good. I don't mean any harm by it. I love you. I love you all. I mean no harm with my words or anything I've done. Thank you. Thank you.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah, that was good. Hey, everybody, this is Blake from Bromingo. I just wanted to make this quick statement to respond to some backlash I've been getting for some statements made in the last episode of Bromingo. This is an entertainment podcast, and I refuse to submit to this woke bullshit culture.
Okay, wait a second.
Okay, let's back this up. Okay, I think we're going to end it now. Everybody, that's episode 53. Keep it easy and don't be sleazy. Oh, my God.
Perfect.
Thanks for coming to our show.